girl, Bella.
Hi babes, it's me, Shannon B for Brown Girl Bella. I bring you lips, lashes, and luxury. My brand is all about high-end luxury, but I also do mid-tier reviews as well as for my bargain bellas, drugstore brands as well. I do makeup and skincare and show you what things you should spend your money on and which things you should simply toss away. There's something here for everyone, and there's something here for you. Come join me, be a Bella, and let's get Bellafied. Hello, babes. It's me, Shannon B for Brown Girl Bella. I am not going to be on camera today because, as you can see in my picture, I have these lovely twists in my hair, and I retwisted my hair. And so I am right in the middle of retwisting. So not suitable for prime time. So we will be doing this via the avatar for today. But I still want to say hey to my babes. You know how we do. Let me get my music up so I can say hi to everybody the way we love to say hi when I am live. So without further delay, let's get to it, y'all. Oh, somebody's. Here we go. There we go. Hey, who's in the house tonight? 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 Hey. Hawks raid. I see a Hawks raid coming through. We got Brad in Gaster's Corner. Hello, Bella, MMLSO from YBY Nation, and heard about you from House of X. Yes, come on, House of X. Bringing people to the yard. Let's go. Joy's in the house. These are different clothing. Hey, Joy. We got Wellness with Frugal Mama in the house with that fabulous turban. Yes, honey. Hawks Raid. I love it. Love to travel with Wave. Hey, love to travel with Wave. Yes, the Hawks Raid. Can I have a mod? Please go find Hawks, H-O-X, and throw him in this chat. Throw him in this chat. I love it. Come on, y'all. Who else is in here? Yes, come on, Frugal Mama. Yes. House of X-Ray. Come on, House of X-Ray. Hey. Come on, throw him in the chat. House of X. Let's go. Hawks Ray. Throw him in the chat. House of X-Ray. House of X-Ray. Hey. Hawks Ray. Come on. Yes. Come on, y'all. Lori said, I'm sad I'm not part of that raid. You are part of the everyday raid, Lori. Come on, girl. Yes. Come on. Hey. Come on, y'all. I love it. Joy saying hello to everybody. Say hello, Joy. Yes. Come on, Hawks Raid. Let's go. I love it. Who else is in here? Come on, y'all. Hey, you dancing? You dancing, Joy? Come on, y'all. Who's Who's making money, honey, from 2020, baby? Who's still making that money, honey, from 2020, baby? Hey, Prince Daniel. Hey, brown girl Bella. Hey, you. Hey, you. What's going on, sir? I could totally be your mom. Who, me? Or Brad and Gangster's Corner? Ooh, he said, I will call you mommy. Ow. All right now. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, hello, everybody. And how is everybody doing? Happy New Year to those I have not seen before. Come in here and don't forget to hit that like button. And if you can, share me out. Share me out. That'd be lovely. So, Miss Brooklyn is sitting on my lap because I was just finishing up dinner that she thinks she's going to get, but she already had her snack for the evening. She already had her dinner, her lunch, everything. And so she's not getting no more. No, baby, you're not getting any more. Nothing else is going in your mouth tonight, Missy. So bye-bye you. Go to your bed. Nope, go to your bed. Yeah, she thinks she's going to get some food tonight, but she is not getting anything else to eat. Thank you so much for that compliment, Brad. Beautiful, beautiful talent. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So the reason why I brought you all here in this first Thursday of the new year for Bella After Dark is I want to talk about Insecure and not just the TV show, but we're going to start with the TV show and we're going to relate that to life, real stories, real people. Because everybody has those kinds of people in their lives. And if you don't watch the show or didn't watch the show Insecure, that's okay because I'm telling you now, these characters are very relatable to real life. As a matter of fact, I have a lot of people in my life who can fall into any one of these categories of insecure. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the word insecure and what that means and how to overcome it, because I think that that is one of those words where the power to fight the insecurity is within you. So we're going to talk about that too tonight. And, you know, it's Bella After Dark, so you know we got to cut up and do a little something. All right. So Brad said he just shared and posted my live. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Your favorite couple. Hey, your favorite couple. Hey, booze. And hello, AKA James Money's in the house. Come on, sir. Come on, sir. I see you. Miss Kim Savvy, $5 Bling Emporium. Hey, boo. Hey, my sis, how are you? Nice to see you here tonight. And of course, my House of X. Did y'all get their link thrown in? Can I have a mod throw in their link? Is there a mod other than House of X in here? No, I don't see one. All right, I'll throw it in here. Oh, please. I'm just going to click. I'm not actually going to put the whole please on. I know some of you were like, oh, she's going to put the whole please on. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. I just want to put House of X into the chat. But actually, if you look on my homepage, they are one of my homepage featured channels. So they're there as well. All right, hang on a second. If you don't have House of X, here they are. Go grab up my guys and say hi. Yes, Hawksray, 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 Hawksray. I love it. I love it. Come on, guys. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, who else is in here? I think I missed a couple of people. So let me make sure I got Kim. Hey, boo. Uh, Lori Bay, I can't find you. I think she's just on Instagram. Brad said, mod accepted. All right, come here a couple more times. I'll mod you up. Deb Rose, hey, boo. I love it. Hey, hey, hey. All right, not Nightbot, excuse me, is on the job dropping those links. And I could have just dropped. I have Leo and Watson's channel because they are in my God squad, or now as I call them, the bougie babes. So they are in there. So I'm gonna drop their personal links to their channels as well. I'll be here to earn a seat. I know that's right. Put your face in the place, honey. Point Blanks Travel. Hello, boo. Or should I say my babe of the month? I love it. I love it. All right. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. So first, let me break down the show. Again, no spoilers here. I'm just going to break down who the main characters are and a little bit about them. They just went off the air after 5 successful seasons. And so you can actually watch it now on HBO and get caught up with these characters. Understand, their nuances and why their characters were so vital to the show. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more too. But let's talk about the main character. So we're going to start off with Issa because Issa is the main character. When we first meet Issa, she's about 29. She comes from a good family. She works at a non-for-profit, and she was with her boyfriend named Lawrence for 5 years. However, despite things, being cool and being okay with them, and considering how her friends are flourishing in their careers and in their personal life, she kind of feels like she's on this steady decline. Slowly but surely, she starts to shake things up throughout the 5 seasons, sometimes in productive ways, and sometimes in not so productive ways, and just causes sometimes unnecessary drama. And just a little backstory about her. She had been with the non-for-profit for about 5 years. Her parents kind of divorced when she was 16. And she has a younger brother. And then we get to Lawrence. So Lawrence was Issa's boyfriend at the beginning of the series, and he is one of those dudes that has that vast potential that never really came into fruition. He's one of those guys that are like on the cusp, on the cusp of things, but never quite makes it. We got some new people in the house. Let's make sure we say hello. You know what's right. What is that? Hello, sir, and welcome into the show. How about that? Ay, Dios. Okay. Embry Family Entertainment 7. Hey, brown girl. Hey, back to you, boo. Awesome. Lori, yes, ma'am. Comment on a video of mine and I'll drop my hashtag. Peace, Leo. Leo's not the star of this show. This is Bella After Dark. You know that? Bella, the girl on the screen there. Yeah, her. It's Bella After Dark. Shameful. gonna roll in here and not say hello to the host of the show. I don't know what this is, but I think it is blocked. All right, whoever got that for me, thank you so much. DOD, what up, fam? Don't say hi to him. He ain't say hi to the host. Hey, Frostbite 2022. Hey, I didn't even see them come in, but welcome. Peace Corner, Peace Wanston. Ooh, you just gonna double down on that ish. All right. Okay. Hey, me and I. Oh, 6080. Oh, yeah. Inside joke between Meat and I. Hey, all right, everybody saying hi. Okay, so let me get back to you got me, boo. Thank you, Wanston. Thank you. Yes, he tried it. I can hear your voice. I can so hear your voice. He is trying it. He is trying it. All right, back to the show. Okay, so like I said, Lawrence was one of those dudes that had vast potential that never really fully came into fruition. He and Issa are going to have issues, and he's kind of forced in the show to kind of look at himself and focus on his development and have things kind of change for him. Sometimes the changes were for the better, at times for the worse, but it's kind of made clear throughout the show that he and Issa were just a bit stunted, thanks to some other things that happened in their relationship, which plays out in the show. But, you know, we all know those Lawrences in our life, those guys who, you know, really have the potential to do so much, but get caught up in the effery of it all and not focused on what they are supposed to be doing, you know, what they came into the business to do, you know. Lawrence has, you know, a good job. He went to Georgetown. He has, you know, great parents that love him and still were married. And, you know, I think that, you know, he had a good woman in his life, and you know, a good woman will do that for you. A good woman will always, you know, change the dynamics and make it so that you want to do well. And so I think for the show and for me personally, like, you know, I know several Lawrences, and it really kind of stunts him a little bit not to be able to fully come into his own. He does, you know, towards the end of the show kind of turn the corner, but you know, the show was on for 5 seasons. So you had 5 seasons of him constantly like taking a step forward, taking 50 steps back. And so, you know, we know those kinds of people. We've been around those kinds of people that, you know, really, you know, they want to do well, but they just keep going and getting into their own way. They're not allowing themselves to prosper. I'm sorry, ma'am. Can you stop the scratching and the twinkling or whatever? Because I'm trying to have a show here, Brooklyn. I'm really trying to have a show here. The light-skinned peoples is trying to get me today. Hey, Beach. Is sitting with mom, but low-key listening. No problem. Thanks for coming, boo. All right, so let's finish with the character description. So we go next to Issa's best friend, and that was Molly. Molly is a corporate attorney, but don't let the title fool you. Molly can code switch like a mug. She can be that down to earth home girl, you know, kicking it with her girls 1 minute, and then a boss in the boardroom the next. So She can communicate in the boardroom as she does with people who are blue collar or wear no collars. Like, despite her professional success, and she has a lot throughout this show, she kind of struggles in relationships and is finding it hard to find somebody who can have the potential to become her husband. Ooh, I can relate. Brooklyn will never bite my ankles. Okay. She never bites the hand that feeds her. Okay. Now, your ankle, sir, you can get it. Take that. All right. So that's a little bit about Molly. Oh, and Molly, though, se habla español. She can speak Spanish. Kim says Molly was so selfish, though. Their relationship was always with her riding on top. Well, I think Kim, it was always because, again, Issa was very insecure. The title of the show, she was very insecure. She was insecure about her relationship. She was insecure about her job and her place in her job, and what that meant for her advancement. She was very unsure of herself, whereas Molly was very sure of herself. She kind of knew the trajectory of what she wanted and where she wanted to take her success, her business success, her personal success. She knew, listen, I want to be married just like my parents for X amount of years. I want to have that kind of love that transcends everyone else and what they do. So I get it. I get how, she is and how she wants to be, but I really think that yeah, I really think that she kind of pushed Molly. Yeah, I think she was insecure too. Yeah. She was insecure too. Yep, she did internalize a lot. Oh, I love it that you guys are watching. Yeah, I think she has some insecurities, but I think where she differs from Issa is she kind of fought against that, and she kind of established herself kind of like, you know what, I know it all in the boardroom. I don't know it all in relationships. And she kind of owned that a little bit. Um, so that's good. I like both top and bottom. We all got to start somewhere so we learn and know both sides. Absolutely. Absolutely. Great pushback, Kimberly. Somebody trying to get a blow. And I don't never watch a show. A show full of Black people and you don't watch it? Mm. Okay, moving on. Brad, you watch? Good. Good. All right, so let's go back to her friends. So Kelly Prinny, who I love, that was like my favorite character in there because Kelly is a part of Issa's kind of like larger friend group, and we'll get to the other people in her friend group in a minute. They call her eccentric, but I really think that she was a free spirit. She was down for whatever. She was the quote unquote crazy one. But honestly, I think that she might be one of the few in this whole character arc that really kind of had her life together. She knew what she wanted to do. She knew what she wanted in relationships. She knew what she wanted. She knew what she didn't want. And also she kind of was a boss in her own right. In the boardroom as well. So I really think, again, we all have friends like this. I was actually talking to one of my friends that's kind of like a Kelly type before I came on this program. And it's funny because she was asking me questions about, oh, what do people like really think of me? I'm trying to like change some of the things that, I do in some of my relationships and things like that. And I was like, well, do you really want to know or not? Because, she's one of those that like, you have to be careful because you don't want to like bruise her ego and bruise her feelings. But at the same time, I'm a straight shooter. Pow, pow, pow. And I like to give them, what they're asking for. You can see it on HBO. You can see it on HBO. Yeah, Kelly was boss. I love her. I love her. And I liked, not giving anything away, but it ran for 5 seasons and they just wrapped up a few weeks ago on the series, and they wrapped up everyone's kind of storyline really nicely, but the best one was hers. The best one was hers because we see so much growth in where she started to where she ended up, like even personally. I just thought that was dope. I thought that was really, really dope. So yes, it streams on HBO. I think HBO Max has it. Yeah, she was really, really good. Yep, HBO. Okay. All right. So then we get to Tiffany. Now, Tiffany is a bit of the outlier of the group. While Kelly, Molly, and Issa all have that little like tinge of hood in them, and they're open about their flaws and their limitations. Tiffany aims for perfection in all aspects of her life. She does it through her marriage, through her professional life, and she comes across as very, very bougie. Hey, Musisi, welcome in. How you gonna say hello? What's wrong with y'all folks tonight? How you gonna come in here and say hello to DOD, but then give me a super chat? I can't with y'all. Y'all are funny. Yes, it definitely is worth watching. It definitely is worth watching. Um, so just as an aside, and Beach, you will appreciate this if you did not watch the show. Tiffany's character on the show is a member of my sorority. Fictionally, she's not actually a member of my sorority. Neither the character or the actual person playing the character is a member of my sorority. So neither one of them are. But it was funny to me, like to see those subtle nuances. And then in the first season of the in the fifth season, first episode, they kind of pushed the envelope a little bit, which kind of made my fellow sorority sisters a little bit angry. Although she did wear a fly Gucci dress that I need the deets for because I need to get that dress. That dress was fly. If you want to get an idea about Issa, watch Awkward Black Girl on YouTube. That's where Issa got started. You won't stop like, yes, absolute. That, and I was gonna make mention of that, but that show to me, I thought personally it was funnier than Insecure. Like to watch her go through what she went through, it's so funny. But yeah, you will definitely get a flavor for what the show was all about. So that's the show's kind of main characters in a nutshell. The one other person that I would mention would be, maybe Tiffany's husband, because Tiffany's husband, although he looks like he is maybe Indian or West Indian, he's Black. And so just to see like him say certain words or what have you, I'm like, oh my God, like if we didn't know and you just turned on the show and watched it, you would probably be offended with some of the things that he says about Black people. But then it's funny because, again, he's Black. So he can say that. He can say those things. So, yeah. Brad, thank you. Beach, thank you for the super sticker. I so appreciate you, boo. Thank you. We used to love Awkward Black and the yeah, same. I remember watching a lot of them with my daughter, who kind of turned me on to it in the beginning. So I was very much in the mindset of like when that show came on, I was like, I gotta watch it. We gotta watch it. Da da da. So that was pretty cool. Hey, Tuber Chat, what's going on? Thank you for coming. Beach, yes. Hey, everybody. Bye, Ski. Bye, Ski. Oh, thank you, DOD. I appreciate it. All right, we friends again. Maybe. Thank you for the super chat, though. I appreciate it. Corner. All right. Let me see. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She's an OG. Uh-huh. Tuber chat. Okay. So yeah, the other character I would mention was just Tiffany's husband. So let's talk about now why this is so important. It was important, I think, my opinion, and you guys, are welcome to chime in. But I think the show was important to me because it was important for Black women, not just myself, but all Black women, and especially my daughter, to see ourselves as we really are, going through life, having struggles, having challenges, having relationships that, kind of crumble and fall apart and then get back together. And then, going through all of that was important for us to see. I think in a lot of cases, we have these shows where the Black character is kind of seen like, oh, like you talk really proper, you speak like a white girl, oh, your hair looks very interesting. Like, like my boss told me the other day, like, oh, wow, like you change up your hair. That's really interesting. And I'm like, really? Why? Why is that interesting? Why is my hair a topic of discussion? Why is it interesting? But yeah, I mean, it really kind of like struck home for me, like all of the things that I've ever experienced in my life. Yeah, all lives matter. We're all human, but let's face it, a lot of times we don't get to see African American characters in this kind of light. Like this show was centered around African American people. And so a lot of the complex vision of like who we are as women, what we go through from our natural hair, like I mentioned before, to our relationships, to career, everything is kind of under the microscope. Yeah, Kim says I've been there. Yeah, I've been there about hairstyles. Exactly. Like in corporate America, quote unquote, we never get to see ourselves in this light. And they used to dub it like the Black Sex in the City, but I don't think it's the Black anything. I think it was just a real depiction of, yes, Kim, absolutely intelligent and well-educated African American women. These women, I should also say, they also all of the characters met in college. They all went to the same college, and I believe it was Stanford. I think that was the college in California. And so again, like, that is a very prestigious college. So for all these women to come from there and then dive off into these different places. Like Issa went to work for a non-for-profit. Um, Kelly and Molly went to corporate America. Same with Tiffany. And so again, they're out there doing it. They're actually, progressing in their careers. Even Issa was doing taking the steps that she needed to do in order for her career to take off. It was just, again, she was insecure about those steps and insecure about whether taking those steps would then open her up to other things. And so I really enjoyed seeing their own lives kind of played out and reflected back to me. We talked about through this series, we talked about Black women relationships, both with themselves as well as with the people around them. They talked about, being angry as being a quote unquote token Black person and adding diversity to a workplace that is, kind of straddling the fence between pro Black or pro woke consciousness, quote unquote, to her rocky relationship with her boyfriend, to her relationships with her family, her mom, her brother. It was really a great depiction of M Black. Yeah, but I mean, you don't even have to be Black to enjoy and watch this show. I think whoever turns on this show would be very pleased with how the characters are laid out. It's very well written, and Issa, is a prolific writer. Like we said before, she wrote her own series that was on YouTube, Awkward Black Girl. And so she turned that to Insecure, into the relationship with HBO. And it's not, like they don't get together as women and kind of dish and be very that quote unquote angry Black woman, but they're really kind of saying, okay, why is this happening? Why is this going on? Why are my relationships failing? Why am I, succeeding so well in business, but not in my relationships? It's really an excellent show. It had a lot of dimension. It had a lot of depth. It had a lot of um, uh, issues that kind of are very relatable to today's society. We talked about arts and culture and, portrayals of Blackness. We talked about um, working within the confounds of what you're given, in terms of your work and your relationship, and even like, in terms of like dealing with your family and some of the nuances there. Like, some of them had parents who have been married for years and years. Some of them had parents that got divorced. I think Issa's mother was like dating. So, you talk about that, and, having a mom who's like back into the dating circle while you're in the dating circle. How awkward is that? And also, I have to say, the music was also like a interwoven soundtrack to the lives of these characters. Raphael Sadiq, who you guys may remember from Tony, Tony, Tony. And then he had Lucy Pearl, I think was the other kind of group he was in for a little bit. He was like the music producer for the show. And so that also was very, very important into how these characters were woven together. Ah, yes, great observation, Bella. I love how they came together to support each other with loving and kindness. Absolutely, absolutely. Um, we talk about um Oh, I also wanna talk about the guest stars because they had a lot of people, from different walks of life that can, like, come in and do not only cameos. So they had people from, like, celebrity kinda quote unquote to, like, everyday people just woven into the characters, lives. So they had people like Donald Glover, they had Janelle Monáe, they had, um authors come in. It was a really, really, they didn't do it for glorification. They did it as like a exclamation point on everything else that they're doing, which I really enjoyed as well. So again, how this plays into everyday life. We all have people that we can point to who are an Issa, Molly, a Kelly, or a Tiffany. We've all had a Lawrence in our lives. God knows I've had, some in my younger days. Um, and we've all had issues with, trying to navigate through this life. And I think that there will hopefully be another way that shows like this can get on the air. I think what Insecure did was kind of crack that door a little bit to say, these types of shows are shows that are popular, not only with African Americans, but with everybody. So now we're seeing like the Harlems of the world pop up. There's another show that everybody's kind of like raving about is like the kind of Sex in the City um, black version. And it's also set, I believe, in Harlem as well. And then I heard that there's going to be another show set in my hometown of Brooklyn that's going to be coming out soon as well. Yes, I think that is that it, Sisters? Sisters is the one with Tyler Perry, right? Yes, for Sex in the City. What is that show? It's not Sisters. I think Sisters is the Tyler Perry show. Oh my goodness, what is the name of that show? Now you're gonna make me Google it. And I hope they didn't cancel it because I remember really Run the World. That's it. That's the show I was thinking of. Run the World. I love that show and I hope it comes back. It stars Amber Stevens West, Brisha Webb, Andrea Bordeaux, and Corbin Reed. It's on Stars, so it's on another paid platform, but it is very, very, very good. Brisha Webb is hilarious as like the quote unquote Samantha kind of version. Although in the show she's married, but it is so on point. And again, it's set in Harlem, which I love as well. So that's pretty cool. So definitely, take a look at that. Sisters, as was mentioned, is a very good one. They have a show on Fox, which is really good. That's set in my other favorite town of Martha's Vineyard. That is really, really good. I believe it's on Tuesday nights on Fox. Very, very good. Very, very good show. So there are a lot of new kind of shows that are opening up for us and opening up for people who are non-black and kind of give you a peek into what our lives are like because not all of us are like this monolith. We're like you know a myriad of different walks of life, of um, uh, different sets of challenges and family and friends and careers and all different walks of life. So I love that we're now seeing a lot of different people being depicted, and it's not just this one myopic view of what Black America is. So really, really cool. But getting back to Insecure. In life, we're all insecure, right? We all have our, insecurities, all have our things that we're not really kind of sure of. You mean my side of the track? Say it. Well, I wasn't going to. However, if you would like to say that, you can say that. But that brings up a whole other notion, like, why are you on that side of the tracks? Why do you want to be there? Why do you want that to be a part of what you're doing? Just asking. But anyway, I digress. I love the fact that with these shows, we're being more secure. With life and with different experiences, we're being more secure. With our YouTube channels, we're being more secure. I know for myself this year, I kind of made not resolutions, but I kind of said to myself, this is the direction that I want to take my channel, and I'm not going to be deterred from it. Yes, I love luxury makeup. I love luxury skincare. I love luxury, period. But that's not all that is Brown Girl Bella. I want to bring you more of these types of conversations where we really talk about what's going on out there in terms of not only just luxury, but in terms of life. Like what kind of standard are we setting as people of this world? Because a lot of things are going on. A lot of things are happening. And, my grandmother always used to say, you got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. So, it's always been in the forefront of my head to always stand for something, which is why, I love shining a light on people who are really out there doing the good work, just outside of YouTube, really going in and doing the work that needs to be done. So I love to bring that out to the masses. Thank you, Kim. She said, sharing is caring. You've been shared on my other channel, Web Savvy Cafe. Thank you so much, sis. I so appreciate that. And I appreciate you chiming in also on Insecure, because I love the show. So I was hoping that there would be other people who also enjoyed the show as well. So I am grateful that you are also one of those people. So we're going to take a short break from here. And I will be back. We can talk a little bit more about what's going on in this world. So, hold please. Hold please. Please. Hold please. Okay, I'm back. Thank you guys for holding. I was on a trip, as some of you may know, to Mexico. And on my last day there, I mentioned in one of my lives that I fell. And when I fell, I banged my hand really hard and it swelled. But what I didn't know, and I just found out, cold shoulder is cold shoulder. um, Thank you. So what I didn't know until the other day is that the pain that I was feeling on the side of my foot is actually from a sprain. So I actually sprained my foot. Now you sprain your ankle. I've heard of sprain elbows. Excuse me, even sprained knees. I've never heard of a sprained foot. But hey, if it happens, you can bet your bottom dollar it will happen to me. So I've got this lovely boot on. So when I usually put my whole pleats on, I'm usually back by the time it goes off. This time, this time, because I have this stupid boot on, I can't get up the stairs. So I heard it like go off, and I was like, damn, I'm still stuck on the stairs. I'm like, oh my God, only to me, right? Only to me this would happen. So I have to wear this stupid boot for 2 weeks. And then I go back to the doctor and he assesses whether or not I can take the boot off or I have to wear it for longer. And so I try to keep it on as long as I can, even though I really want to like take this damn thing off. But I try to keep it on as long as I can throughout the day so that it heals. What this boot does is that it forces my foot to go into one direction, which my foot doesn't want to go in one direction. My foot wants to go wherever the foot wants to go. I'm always like, sitting cross-legged in my chair as I tried to do earlier today. And I was like, oh, I can't do this because the boot. So it's just really restricting my movements right now. Thank you guys for saying it better soon. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it just sucks. It just sucks, but it could be worse, right? I could have broken the foot, I could have broken my hand, no broken bones. The swelling is going down a little bit. I also went downstairs to get my cold pack, which I gotta tell you, if you have a strain, if you have a strained hand or back, or if you need a cold compress, go to CVS and get the Cryo Max. Now, the Cryo Max has like these gels in it, and the gels go into the freezer with the like sleeve, and you put it in there to get it really, really cold. I usually put it in first thing in the morning, and then I don't take it out until around this time when I'm getting ready to wind down for bed. And the CryoMax, the gels stay cold for like, they say 8 hours, but I use it at night. And then by the time I wake up, I put it back in the freezer. But it's really helping with the swelling. It's really, really helping with the swelling. The swelling is going down a lot. So yeah, it's not going where I want it to go. It's not doing what I want it to do. Like I don't like not being in control of my body. It's just, I don't like being not in control, period, but definitely not being in control of my body and not having my body do what it used to do so naturally sucks. Sucks. Hey, Jessica, welcome in. Hey, boo. Thank you, Wanston. Yeah. Hey, heart. Um, so yeah, that sucks. Jessica, how is the aerial going? I was watching you on what is that? TikTok? I was watching you on TikTok. I was like, dang, when I get this boot off, I think I want to try it. Cause that upper body strength is like really what I wanna like develop more. So we gotta talk about that. I have you on my boss babe. So we'll talk about that too. Mm, okay. So insecure. Who wants to talk about a time when they were insecure? I'll go first. And then if you want to chime in or you want to come up and talk about it, feel free. I'll throw down a letter. Just say, I want to share. And then I will throw down the letter and you can share. But I will talk about a time when I was insecure. It was in my late 20s, early 30s. I had been with this African American ad agency for a long time. And, I'm seeing people, get promoted. I was promoted. And I'm seeing people like really, doing really good work or really good having really good clients. And I was like, wow, like I'm progressing, but I feel like I'm not progressing as quickly as everybody else. Now, mind you, in retrospect, I was there 10 years, promoted 4 times, and by the time I got my last promotion, I really had gone as far as you can go in that company. So, by the time I left, it was really time to go. I've been there 10 years. But when you're in it and you're, like, working and you're seeing everybody, "Hi, West Haven, always and forever. Welcome in, sweetheart. Thank you so much for coming." Um, but when you're in the thick of things and you're, like, watching other people and you're looking at yourself, it's like, am I going as fast as I could go? Am I doing the things? Am I, like, bringing to my clients the work that really will get not only me noticed by the higher ups, but that really resonates with the consumers that we're trying to reach? So really trying to figure out what are those nuances? What are those things that I can do to like propel myself in my career? And I finally came to the realization when I left the agency and I went over to the client side. And so now I'm a client who's hiring an agency to do the things that I did. And I'm overseeing that work. And I finally said, everyone, no matter what side of the fence you're on, you're going to have your challenges. So when you are on the agency side, it's always, how do I bring the new hot thing to my client to make them, give me more money or invest more in, what we're doing, things like that nature. When you're on the client side, it's all about silos. Like, this is my area of the world. This is what I have. How do I make it so that I get a bigger slice of the pie? When I was hired on the client side, I was hired to do African American, of course, and Hispanic advertising for Latin America and the Caribbean. great job, great responsibility, but no real direction. And I remember one of the last interviews that I had with the company before I was hired, the CMO told me, like, listen, Shannon, I want you to produce for me a deck of what you would do if you had this job. Psh, okay, I can write decks in my sleep. So I wrote out this strategy of what I would do if I had the job. And so I presented it to him, and come to find out, he is a frustrated former ad person who's now in this position of being CMO of this company. And he loved being presented to. He loved that, you know. I guess he didn't get the chance to do it on the agency side, or I don't know what he did on the agency side, but he loved being presented to. So he loved me coming to his office pitching ideas. So what he said to me after I pitched, and it was 8 slides, and I went through, all forms of media, what I would do on television, what I would do on radio, print, out of home, and finally what I would do digitally. And at the end of the presentation, he said, good job. My fear is that you're going to take this job and you're going back to bed. Thank you, Musisi, for coming in, and thank you so much for the donation to the channel. If I could have a mod just drop Musisi's link, please, before he goes, so he can get some love from some people who are here. Thank you to the 10 people who are in the building. Never again, Rue. What? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Brad, tell me what that means. Teach me how to write decks. Computer things make me insecure. Definitely, definitely. That's something I can write in my sleep, because I mean I do that for a living all day. So I was listening to him, and he said, my fear is that you're not going to get to do all of these things, and then you're going to be frustrated, and then you're going to leave. And I said, well, there's always next year. Like, even though I pitched you an idea and it didn't work, I'm going to come back next year and I'm going to pitch it again, or I'm going to, refine it and make it even better so that, you will want to take it on. And so, yes, I was hired, and we butted heads a lot because he was a pop culture junkie. He wanted everyone from popular culture to be in an ad for our company. And so I had to tell him at one time, I was like, yeah, no, Flavor Flav is not the right spokesperson for our company. Because again, at that time, Flavor of Love was like really popular on MTV, and he really wanted him because he thought he had like this cachet, being, so sought after by all of these beautiful women. I'm like, but they're paying them to fawn after him. It's not him. It's not his mystique. They're paying them. But I lost that argument. And we actually had him come and do a commercial for us. And without giving away, the company that I worked for, he came to the set with a competitor's food. I can tell you the competitor, actually. He came in with McDonald's, him and his crew. And so, I had, production assistants who would tell me like, okay, so-and-so is riding up, be prepared. And I would come out and greet them as the person who is in charge of the set. And so he rolled up with his friends. And as soon as I opened the door, this is not like in today's world where like this is like the norm. This is when it was still kind of taboo. I opened the door, and the stench of marijuana like permeated my senses. Like I was like, oh my God, like what in the world? And so here he goes with his McDonald's and his boys, and they were like trying to get out the car. And I was like, oh no, sir, I'm sorry. You're going to have to eat that in the car because you cannot come to my set with freaking McDonald's. This is a set for another QSR. You can't come in here with that. So he was like, all right, like we'll sit in the car, whatever. So they sat in the car, they ate the McDonald's, they probably lit up some more, and then they came onto the set. So my PA, who was in charge of like working through them and getting them to set on time and all that stuff, she was like, well, what should I do about the stench? And so I was like, well, there's a shower in his green room. Try to get him to take a shower and put on the clothes that we gave him for the shoot. So she's like, okay, I'm going to try to do that. And that worked. He went in, he took the shower, he put on his clothes, came in. When I tell you, there was not a line that he was given that he didn't flub in some form, shape, or fashion. It was a show. It was such a crazy show. It was such a crazy shoot. It was such a debacle of a commercial that it never saw the light of day. It never, like, even the dailies, as we're sitting there trying to watch like the excerpts of what we shot, there was nothing that we shot that was even remotely usable. He's either looking in the wrong direction, or he's looking down, or he's like not focused. It was just horrific. And so what that taught me was, stand firm when you say something is not right. Stand firm and say it's not right. And then put it in writing. Because the next time he had this brilliant idea to put somebody in that I felt wasn't right, I wrote a position paper about how this person would not be appropriate for our commercials. And I won the argument. Because again, you didn't listen to me in the Flavor Flav aspect, and it was horrific. And then now you're going to double down using another person that I didn't think was going to be right for the commercial. And he just said, okay, yeah, let me go ahead and listen to her. Yeah. I mean, it was hilarious in hindsight. My God, in actuality, like living in the moment. And remember, like, again, I'm in my late 20s, early 30s. So I'm like trying to make my name for myself, right? I'm trying to, like, be that person that has like everything hitting on all cylinders and like really being on top of my game. And, for him to say to me, no, I want, Flavor Flav anyway, when I said the reasons why this would not be appropriate for our brand, really had me set aback. So the next time, like I said, when I was up to bat, I said, oh yeah, I'm going to make sure that, yes, I document everything exactly. Dot your I's, cross your T's, and then reread that and make sure everything is pitch perfect. And so the next time I was up to bat, and the next time I had an opportunity to show him what I can do, I said, let's get LL Cool J to do something for us. And guess what? He knocked it out the park. If you ever are in a position where you need to have a spokesperson, he is very good at what he does. There's a reason why, he is a very popular actor. He is, very he's tapped to do like the Grammys and other things. He's really very, very good. He's very, very good at what he does. And so I was very pleased that, again, my CMO listened to me and what I offered up, and he came in and proved me right. So again, you have to do your due diligence, you have to research it. But again, being secure in who you are and what you can do and what you know you have in you to present that to the world, to present that to a CMO who's making what, 10 times my salary, probably, if not more. He listens to what I say. And so that gravitas that I developed over the years has helped me with this channel, has helped me with my career, has helped me mentor other people who are also looking to be in advertising and marketing, and help them to kind of guide their careers. And so that is an example of how I took being insecure about something and flipping it on its head to be the boss babe I am right now. Yes, rock the bells. You know that's right. You know that's right. Next time I'm on air, I'm gonna wear my T-shirt that we did for the program that he signed for me. I have two. So one I'm keeping for my future grandkids, so that, they can pin it up on their wall, or they can frame it or whatever. He's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So, that t-shirt is probably going to be a mint. That's a plan, insight to learn. Yeah, absolutely. 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 And if I can do it, you all can do it. It's within us to control what we can and learn to navigate the things we can't control, right? Not to, just fold over and let those things happen, but to say, okay, well, that didn't happen. How can I, flip the script and get even better next time? Case in point, I wanted to hit 3K last year. I said in December, I'm going to hit 3K. December came and went. I got close to the back, didn't quite hit it. So you know what? This year's goal, ooh, that's for another Bella After Dark, Miss Kim. That's for another Bella After Dark. um, but yeah, I learned that we all have goals, right? We all have goals as YouTubers. We all want to succeed. We all want to have the things that we want to have happen to our channels. But the thing is, you got to work at it. You got to continue to work at it. You got to continue to hone your craft. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but I'm learning every day, and that's what you want to have happen. You want to learn every day to how to make your channel better, how to get across to people the things that you want to communicate, how to market yourself. I am great at marketing for others. For myself, I let myself get so much into my head that it's hard for me to extrapolate the things that I need to push my channel forward because I'm so in my head about things. I want to have my website, and I'm going to have my website up and running, but there's a couple of things that I want to do on the back end before that happens. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'm also working on, you heard, some different things that are happening in my channel. I am on YouTube almost every single day. I'm off on Fridays because I feel like I just need a break to unplug, but I'm back at it on Saturdays. I'm here on Sundays with Sunday Sips. On Mondays with a recorded video that's on Mondays. Blow out my cigarette and toss it away. On Mondays, we McGrath. On Tuesdays, again, I'm watching other people. Wednesday, I have another recorded video. And then Thursdays, I'm back here with on Thursdays, we have the Bella After Dark. So it's a lot. It's a lot to do every single day, day in, day out. It's a chore, but you have to do it. The book, Make a Name for Yourself, is about self-branding. Is really good as you can still find it. I will write that down. I have another book that I want to get, and it's called, hang on, Owning the Room. So Owning the Room has been out for a while, and I keep saying, that's the book I want to read. That's the book I want to read. And then I forget or it goes out of my head. So this year I'm going to read the book, Own the Room. I'm going to review it on my channel and, share it with others because, sharing is caring is not just a thing that I say, it's a thing that I practice. So I really try to share the things that I'm passionate about, which is why I talk about lifestyle and beauty and luxury brands, because I'm passionate about it. And I'm also passionate about marketing. That's something that when I was a senior in college, I had no idea. I took one advertising class, and my professor was like, you're really good at this. And I was like, really? He was like, you ever thought about doing this as a career? And I'm like, yeah, no, not really. And then he said, well, I have, this former student of mine who has this little shop, a little advertising shop. And he's always looking for new talent. If you're interested, I can set up a meeting and you guys can meet. And if it works out, great. And if it doesn't, you at least have a new connection. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, the little shop was the company that I was at for 10 years. And it all started on that day that I met with him. And so, you gotta, come out of your comfort zone. You have to do things that scare you a little bit because those are the things that will be the greatest lessons of your life. I had no idea when I went to see this guy that I would be at his company for 10 years, and I was. I had no idea when I went to meet with him and the rest of his team that I would be at a role where I was promoted 4 times. I started at the bottom. I started as an account coordinator, which is like a glorified secretary. And I went to assistant account executive, to account supervisor, and then finally to account director. And I was directing a team of almost 25 people. And so, here's this little whippersnapper, in her 20s. And she's like commanding meetings. She's like, talking with Fortune 500 companies. And, I'm quote unquote living the life. And so, yeah, if I can do it, you can do it. Same here. Brad in Gaster's Corner says, same here. I had a goal of 1K and to be monetized in a year, which was my first year. It came and went, started my second year, and still so close. Can somebody please drop Brad in Gaster's Corner in this chat, please? Can you please drop him, one of my mods, please drop his link. Brad, we're going to get you there. We're going to get you there. I used to do this program called Bella Watch. And my guys from House of X were talking about that during their live earlier. And I miss it. I miss it. It was a way to get YouTubers like yourself views. And what we would do is in a live like this, I would drop your link to your latest video. It had to be like under like 10 minutes or something, enough time so that we can watch it, leave a comment, say Bella Watch, and then come back to my channel so we can get another viewer out there. So, that was great for content creators. I think it really helped to get people out there and really watched and really engaged. And, some people really ended up like subscribing and keeping in contact with the people that they met on Bella Watch. And I was so happy that I was able to provide that service. I'm not at a position right now where I can revitalize that again, but I'm thinking maybe I can use like a Saturday afternoon to do a Bella Watch, like not during the week, because during the week is just crazy for me. Can somebody take that out? I think somebody else got it. Thank you. Just Dwayne. Thank you, Dwayne. Oh, that's so much better than Brad and Gaston's call. I'm like, Brad and I'm horrible at that. Hey, Teray. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. So, yeah, so I think if there is a way that I can do it, and I don't want to take away from the things that I already am programmed to do, but if there's a way that I can do it, or even if I can do it like on a Tuesday night or something for a few hours, I would love to reinstitute that again. I thought it was very helpful to people. And then hearing Watson and Leo talk about it, and then I think also Tuber Chat was talking about it too a few weeks ago. And I was like, dang, I miss it. I miss being able to, because I enjoyed watching the programs. I enjoyed like seeing other people's programs and things that they have going on their channels. And, I watched mukbangs and cooking shows and travel shows and all types of different content. And it was fantastic. So if I can find a way to do it again, I will definitely let you guys know. Watch my community tab because I'm always trying to post there and trying to, engage with everyone, not just the members of my channel, but also, anybody who subscribes to me. I try to connect with you guys in that way as well. And yeah. So, if you have any other suggestions that you want to give me for either Bella After Dark, topics you want me to cover, or anything, please feel free to reach out to me. I am Brown Girl Bella on everything. I even have my own Facebook Brown Girl Bella page. So you can find me at Brown Girl Bella on just about everything. So watch it. I love you guys for watching. I love you guys for being here and for hanging out with me. We're going to wind up this program with my exit song. If you guys have anything you want to say, or if something's going on, you guys are doing something this weekend, let me know. Holla at me. If you're having a premiere, if you're having a watch party, if you're going live this weekend, let me know. Me personally, I have a video coming up on Saturday. I have my Sunday sits, and then the rest of the week, you all know. So let me know what's going on. Hit me up on Instagram or here on my community tab. I love you all for watching. This has been another Bellarific time. And until next time, you have now been Bellified. Take care, and I'll see you soon.